What's up, my peeps?
What's up, Beth?
I'm Celeste.
Charles Lee Ray.
We're on our way to Hobby Lobby because today we're finally gonna attempt to paint the shelf in my game room. You know where the PS2 and the GameCube are? We're gonna make it Pokemon themed. We looked up like Pokemon stencils and we couldn't find any, so we YouTube how to make it ourselves. So this man, because I don't have patience, he is going to make a Mew stencil, a Mew stencil, I said that twice, a Mewtwo stencil, a Mew stencil, and ow, the sun is bright, and a Lapras stencil. I think we found the paint for Mew, or Mewtwo, my bad. So we're gonna use the lighter color for Mew's body, and the dark color for her tail. Okay, and then for baby Mew, we're gonna use the same pink color for her body, and then we're gonna use the blue for her eyes. Her eyes are more of a sky blue, but you know, paint's expensive, so that's what we're going with. And then we're gonna use the same blue for Mew's eyes for Lapras, and then we're gonna use this gray color for her shell. I really hope this turns out really well. So this is our setup so far. We have our paint here, we have paper plates for each different color. My husband over here, he's got Lapras, so I'm guessing we're gonna start with her first. So the first thing he did was he used the X-Acto knife to cut out the printed picture of Lapras. Once he finished cutting her out of the printer paper, then he had to trace her onto the thick paper. I'm not sure what it's called. He is going to use the X-Acto knife again to cut her out of the thick paper, and then voila, our stencil is complete. Ta 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 ta! And then we did the exact same steps to create the Mewtwo and Mew stencils as well. So you probably could have did that in faster steps than we took. Like you could have used scissors to cut Lapras out and then traced her onto the thick paper and then cut her out again. But the reason we didn't do that is because we figured the exact knife would be more perfect than using scissors, but it's your preference. So my husband is trying to cheat and he's going to trace it onto our shelf.
It's not cheating.
Just teasing. I just told them we don't know how to paint, so any shortcut or any way to make this easy, we're going to do it. All right, this is what we've got so far. So we traced her with a pen to try to make her outline black, but it paints over the pen, so we're going to get a permanent marker, but we don't have one right now. Oh, and obviously, because I know some of you Pokemon lovers don't want you guys to come at us, this blue is darker than, you know, how it's supposed to be, but I think it's gonna look cool. She's gonna be a darker blue instead of a light blue, and you guys are gonna deal with it. So this is how Lapras turned out the first time. The white didn't show up as well as we thought it would. You know, since the shelf was white, we thought it would show up better, but it didn't. So we ended up going to the store and we got tan to paint over the white. So this is how Lapras turned out at the end after the tan paint, and I think it looks amazing. My husband literally just did her shell and her ear and stuff just by looking at the printed paper, which I think is amazing because there's no way in hell I would have been able to just look at that and do that good of a job. Mewtwo was a little rough. I think out of all of them, this was probably the one that didn't turn out the best, but I still like it. I think it looks good. I mean, you can tell it's Mew. You can tell it's Mewtwo, and that's the most important part. It was her eye that, like, we had the hardest trouble on. I think we made it a little too big, but it's fine. But other than that, I mean, I think she turned out okay, considering we are not artists at all. This is the one I think turned out the best. This is my favorite. So this is Mew. She turned out very well. We ended up going back to the store and getting light pink paint since that's the color she really is. All right, well, that's pretty much the end of this video. I didn't show my husband actually painting all of them because I didn't want the video to be too long and I was trying to make it not boring. But if you want to see that, let me know and I can edit that into it. Other than that, the only thing that I would like to change is I think I want to paint the shelf, like the outside of it, like dark purple, and then I want the cubbies to be light pink because I want it to be like girly since it's in my game room. And then I want to add my favorite Pokemon. So Gardevoir is my favorite, and I think I'm going to have her underneath Mewtwo because they're both really badass freaking Pokemon. And then by Lapras, I think I'm going to have Gengar because he just looks really cool and creepy, and that's going to be the only Pokemon I add to it. Okay, actually I changed my mind about Gengar because I think he looks weird next to Lapras. I'm actually going to have Milotic go next to Lapras because they're both very beautiful Pokemon and they're both water Pokemon. So there we go. When that's all done, I'll show you guys the completed shelf. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. So thank you so much for watching. Let us know which Pokemon you think my husband did the best on. And if you have any ideas of what we can do to add it or to make it cooler, let me know. So thank you. Have a great day. Bye.